Welcome to the Friday Value video. And since this is August, if you live in our hemisphere of the world, we are in summer. I know some people in Australia and they're in winter right now. But if you're in summer, I wanted to share some really important facts about how important the sun is. You need the sun. Nothing lives or grows without it. We would be a big frozen rock if it wasn't for the sun. Nothing would survive. And we all are very familiar with seasonal affective disorder, or SAD. I know a lot of the times I say SAD stands for the standard American diet, but seasonal affective disorder is when people aren't getting enough sunlight, when the days are short and there's a lot more darkness. So we need the sun. So what's this deal about hormone D? Yes, I did say hormone. It's not a vitamin. That's what it is. It's a hormone. Your body makes it from being in the sunlight. It's not meant to be eaten or supplemented. Now, I'm not telling anybody not to take a supplement that they've been told by their healthcare practitioner to take. I'm not telling anybody to stop taking anything that's been prescribed or recommended by a healthcare expert, especially if it's, well, hopefully it's based on blood work, but we're going to get to that. So hormone D is not really meant to be eaten or supplemented. So why is everybody so afraid of the sun? You need the sun. Your body makes vitamin D, or hormone D, in response to sunlight. Now, sunlight activates a precursor. It's a form of cholesterol, believe it or not, in the skin, and it converts it to vitamin D3. And then that vitamin D must be converted to the active form when needed. So this process starts in your liver. It's converted to something called 25-hydroxy vitamin D, continues in your kidneys, converted to 1 comma point, depending on what you're looking at, 25-dihydroxy vitamin D, which is calcitriol. And then the consumption, of too much animal protein, which you may have never heard this before. And I'm not saying you have to be vegan. I'm saying too much animal protein, anything over 10% is when stuff starts to happen, which is once or twice a week. That can cause a significant drop in that 1,25 D levels by creating an acidic environment that blocks the action of the kidney enzyme that assists in converting it. And high blood calcium levels, and there's different reasons for that, especially if you're supplementing, can cause both a reduction in the activity of the kidney enzyme needed to convert vitamin D to its active form and the activity of 1,25 D. So there's a lot that goes on. It's a very complicated process. It's extremely complex. There is so much that science still does not know about it. But the bottom line is we need the sun. We need to stop being afraid of the sun. We need to get out in the sun. Now, I'm not saying to be, stupid and get yourself burned. I don't mean to sound disrespectful, but, if you're going to lay out in the sun and you're going to, fry yourself, that's not the same thing as getting a healthy amount of sun. And of course, we've got lots of fortified foods. Are they the same or different than hormone D? Fortified foods with synthetic vitamins, you may have never heard this before, are found to have extremely inconsistent levels. One dairy's vitamin D fortified milk showed concentrations of cholecalciferol ranging from undetectable to as high as 232,565 IUs, international units, per quart. And what was it supposed to be? 400 IUs per quart. So is it the same or is it different? Okay, next week, we're going to look at some of the details on vitamin D deficiency. I hope you'll join me.